Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? I think you are fine. Today we're gonna start boys from English second paper. And let's start. First, we'll know the definition of boys. A form of verb that tells us whether the action is done by subject itself or it faces the result of action done by others. Sometimes action is done by the subject directly, others time indirectly. So, what does Boyd say? Boyd tells us how the action is done, whether it happens directly by the subject or it happens indirectly by the subject. So we know it if it happens directly, then we call it active voice, and if it happens indirectly, it is called passive voice. Here we see an example. He takes tea. So the action of taking tea is being done by the subject, he directly. So it's active voice, and another one, tea is taken by him. So it is actually passive voice. So here the action of taking tea is being done by the same subject but indirectly. So simply voice tells us whether the action done directly or indirectly or by the subject or other subjects. So the case is how the action is done directly or indirectly. That's the matter of voice. Now we'll know types of voice. It's very simple. There are two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. In active voice, the verb agrees the subject. It means the subject is active. And in passive voice, the verb agrees the object. It means the subject is passive. So two types of voice we learnt, active voice and passive voice. So in case of active voice, what happens? The verb agrees the subject. It means the subject is active, the person acts. But in passive voice, the verb agrees the object. It means subject is passive, means subject doesn't do the action directly, action happened indirectly. So these are the types of voice and definition and the condition how to trace active voice and passive voice. Let's move. Here we'll know some common rules for active and passive voice. So before starting or going for exercises, we must know some very basic thing. First is the subject is changed into passive voice and vice versa. Means subject becomes object, object become subject. That's why it says subject is changed to passive voice and vice versa. And pronouns get changed when they change their position in the following way. So we'll see some pronouns and subjective form and their objective form. So when you change the voice, subjective form changes to objective form. Like I, for I it will be me, for we it will be us, for you it will be you, for he it will be him, for she it will be her, it will be it, they it will be them. So this is the very basic common rules for active and passive voice. We know it well. Then subject will be changed to passive and vice versa, and in case of subject we will make the objective form whenever we do change to passive voice. So are you getting? Now we'll change voice. We'll know how to change voice related with tense. Means one by one, sequence by sequence, we'll go for tense. First it comes present indefinite tense. So we know the structure of present indefinite tense means subject, verb. If subject is third person singular, that become yes or yes will be added, then object. So in this case, in case of present indefinite, how will change the subject sentence? Like that be time object will be subject, and we will take is, am, are, means am is are, then be3, then by, then subject. Remember, whenever we do change voice to passive voice, in every cases verb will be be3. You understand? So whether the tense is, if you change from active to passive, then verbs form will be past participle form. So present indefinite tense structure, we know the subject be1 object. So if you want to change it to passive voice, object will be subject, then we to take am is there according to the subject, then be3, then by, then subject. So for example, we see she helps the poor. So this is the sub object, we will make it subject, the poor. Understand? So then we is, am, are, from this, as it is plural, so we'll take are, and then be3, then by, then objective form of the subject. So this is the present indefinite tense voice changing. So if we find any structure or a sentence that goes with present indefinite tense, that bottom we can change the voice in this way. So first we will make the object subject, then we will take helping verbs according to the subject, then be3, then by, then objective form of the subject. In this way it is done. You understand? Well, so now we will go for past indefinite tense. Active voice. What is the structure of past indefinite? Subject, be2, object. So in this case, if you want to change into passive voice, what to do? Object will be subject and helping verbs. You see here no helping verbs here, so we have to take was or were. Then as I said, changing to passive voice always will be be3, then by, then subject, means objective form of the subject will be here. So if you see the example, then it will be clear to you. They played football in the evening. So how can we change it to passive? So this is the object, so we will make it subject, football. So from was, were, it is singular, so we will take was, football was played, then by, then objective form of the subject, then extensions. So football was played by them in the evening. So this is the structure, how to change the voice of past indefinite tense. First you need to know the structure of past indefinite tense, then you will go for voice. So in active voice the structure comes subject, be2, object. So if you want to change it to passive voice, that way time you need to make the subject object, then you need to take was or were, then be3, then by, then subject. So they played football in the evening. So football was played by them in the evening. So this is the structure for past indefinite tense from active to passive voice changing. Hopefully you got it. Let's move to the next slide. It comes future indefinite tense. So as the structure of future indefinite, it says subject, shall or will, then be1, then object. So if you want to change it to passive, what will happen? Object will be subject, means object will take place at the beginning, then shall or will, then be will be there. You understand? Then always active to passive will be be3, then by, then subject. So active to passive for future indefinite tense we will follow in this way. So subject, shall or will, be1, object, and passive voice object, shall or will, be, be3 by subject. For example, we will take lunch now. So it is future indefinite tense. So if you want to change it, lunch will be at the beginning, lunch shall be taken by us now. So this is the structure for future indefinite tense. If you want to change voice of future indefinite tense, we will follow this way. So first we will make the object as subject, we will take place object, then will, shall or will, then be, then be3, then by, then subject. Subject means objective form of the subject. So see the example, we will take lunch now. So lunch shall be taken by us now, or lunch will be taken by us now. You understand? So we in the first, this is the first lecture, we learned what is voice. So voice actually tells us the way of action happening, means whether the action happens directly or indirectly. See, if action happens directly by subject, then we call it active voice, and if it happens indirectly, that better we call it passive voice. So this is the types of voice. Then we came to know about how to change voice of related to tense. So first we went through about present indefinite, that better we saw the subject, be1, object. In this case we do take am, is, are, then be3, then object. In case of past indefinite, we do take was, were, then be3, then object. In case of future indefinite, shall, will, then be will be there, then be3, then by, then subject. So this is the voice change of future indefinite tense. So we learned 3 tenses of voice changing: present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Now we will start continuous tense voice. Keep watching. Thank you.